Hi, Assalamualaikum, and have a good day and good evening. I will share with you my topic today. How are you? I hope you in India now. The situation will recover from your COVID 19 uh, virus. So, thank to Prof. Ganesan who's appoint me as a visiting professor at the Vellore Business School, Vellore Institute of Technology, Tamil Nadu. Okay, so I start my lecture today with the topic of sales training program. Okay, so this is part of my duty as a visiting professor. So again, my name is Dr. Samsudin bin Wahab. I'm from UiTM Penang, Malaysia. Okay, so this is about a sale training program. As we know, it is important for the salesperson to follow the right training in order to become success in their sales activities. Okay, so why we need sales training, a student? Okay, sales training is the session whereby the salesperson will learn how to deal with the problem, how to increase the skill, the sales skill, the closing skill, when they confront with the customer, how to deal with this difficult customer. Okay, and so this is a type of development for the salesperson. Okay, and since the all the salesperson, we will keep them for a long time, for a long term, long period of our sales operation. So we have to build up their skill and their creativity in order to promote the selling. Okay, so part of the training means something we have to do something in order to create, the job meaning. So when we appoint our salesperson, there is a value inside, there is a responsibilities, and there is a task, there is a job they have to complete. Okay, so this training is like something like a treatment, development process for them. Okay, and this you want to ensure when they complete the training, they can gain something, and they can gain something like they can bring the value to our organization. Okay, there's something value added activities, towards our staff, especially in this sales department. Okay, so sales training program is a program which is developed in order to work towards achieving the set goal. Remember, when we understand the concept of organization, okay, when we form an organization, there is something you are going to achieve. Okay, so training for a salesperson is something reflect to this the achievement of the goals, as which is we set up at the beginning of our when we set up our organization. There is a vision, there is a vision, there's a mission, there is objective, there's a goal that we're going to achieve. Okay, and this training program also can help in getting the salespersons more motivated and willing to fulfill the objective. As I did mention you in many topic regarding to the leadership, what is the orientation of these leaders? Okay, we can rethink about when you become a leader for this salesperson group of person doing the sales activities, selling activities. So we have to remember there are two in general we have two type of leaders. Okay, whether they are focused on human or they are focused on the productivity. Okay, so training is one of the activities to enrich their motivation or to try to increase the motivation when the organization focus and observe more on their motivation, how to motivate this, because motivation is one of the factors that can affect the success, no, successfulness of the activities of the workers, the achievement of the workers. Okay, so this program, training program, can provide our salesperson with the motivation element. Okay, and when they feel they are motivated, when they feel they are uh, when they can feel the importance of themselves in organization, automatically they will motivated. Okay, they feel they when they feel we can create the feel of important among them, so they will work hard because they understand that they know that they aware that organization always monitor the achievement and monitor their welfare. Okay, so we have many training program. Normally at the beginning of year, before the new year come, our training department, our human resource department will come up with many activities. Okay, they have to set up what type of activities that we have to expose to the staff. Is it on technological perspective training, or is it on the human, or more on behavioral training? Okay, skills development. Okay, so the important thing, what program to choose or to select in this training program. Okay, but when we refer to the sales force, of course we understand there are many objective training of objective that we can achieve and we can set up in the in the sales department. Okay, and it depend on the request, it depend on the situation. It's depend on our study about the need of the training session. Okay, we can have a sort like a training TNA, training need analysis, just for the salesperson. So of course we have to come up with the study, with the some paperwork, okay, survey to understand the expectation. Okay, without this study, this pre-study, we sometimes we make a wrong decision, especially in the content of the training. Okay, for example, for the frontline sales force, it is important to design a sales force training program based on their selling skill, because they are the frontliners. Of course, selling skill is one of the important skill among them. Okay, and then for the retail salesman, the program has to be more focused on the customer relationship, those in charge in the customer service department. They have to be, of course, they have to know the strategies, something like a CRM strategies, how to create value, how to create a relationship, loyalty among the customer. Okay. So the content of my lecture today is actually about the first. I will introduce the STP, the sales training program. Then the different aspect of sales training program, time and place perspective of sales training program, a step taken by sales manager in the training program, benefit of training program, method of training salesman, and how to measure training program. Okay, so this is the roughly the content of the lectures today. Okay, so we proceed with this. We have only 1 hour session. Okay, I hope I can at least can cover half of the topic for the day. Okay, first, as an introduction, we know there's a training program can solve immediate problem. Okay, training builds job related meaning. So the purpose of training is to improve job performance. Okay, So by considering the motivation, by solving the weaknesses of our salesperson, so we hope that we can improve the performance of our salesperson. Okay, what are the content of the training program, students? Okay, so there are many perspective or aspect you are going to expose to the salesperson. Maybe we can stress on the product knowledge, especially for a new salesperson. We just hire a few group of salesperson, and of course they are not very familiar with our product. So the first very basic content of our training is about the product knowledge. Okay, next, company knowledge. We also have to understand, our salesperson also have to understand our company background in order to force them to do the job, you know, to achieve high performance. They have to understand us. Okay, there is an element of relationship. So they must know our company by their first, by our company appearance. Okay, let's say you want to know somebody from the appearance of the person we know. Maybe we can expect what is the characteristic, the behavior, so the appearance, the first appearance is very important. So one of the content for training is about the company knowledge. Then knowledge on the customer, we have to train them how to know the customer. Okay, who is our customer? Sometimes we can say our customer can be our high-end customer or low-end customer. That's a basic thing that we know. Okay, and they also must know about who is our competitors, who is our competition. Our competitors come from our local or from global. So of course they have to know many things. So you have to feed them with all the knowledge. Then only they can make on comparison. They can make use of the knowledge in order to success in the to close in closing the case, the selling case. Okay. Also, there is element of a sales technique, industry orientation, management principle, whatever. Something is very important because if they not really understand what is our organization, what is the meaning of organization, what is the role of management, of course they are not really understand. When we our company is more on the profit based company, we are not welfare based company. Of course the situation is different between non-profit and profit organization. Okay, so it is important also for them to know about the management, the concept, the principle, to know about the basic thing about management, about planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. So they have to know this. Then we know that they know that they have to aware about the cost, about how to save the cost, how to reduce the cost in order to achieve a higher profit. Okay, how to behave a good character with the customer in order to attract them. All this under something about the personality, so that is also very important for them to understand about the principle of management. Okay, product knowledge. Okay, first, like when you go to you want to sell something, you have to know what is the product about. Okay, like this one I show you. So what is this from your point of view? So this is a food. Okay, so first, like this food is like jelly. Okay, first you have to understand the content of this jelly. Okay, and you have to know also maybe the weight of this one pieces of this jelly. Okay, and then you must know also the how much is the packing that the company have to pay in order to produce this one pieces of jelly. Okay, so this is about the product. Okay, when the salesperson not really know about the product, how come they can make a good selling? Of course, they cannot share the knowledge. They cannot deliver the good information to the customer, to the prospect customer. Okay, so when we know the product, the color, and how many taste that our factory produce, how we pack this one and how to keep this one. This very important element about the product knowledge. So the salesperson must have this knowledge. Okay. Number two, the salesperson also must know about about the company, our type of company, who is the manager, who is the especially the marketing manager name, the general manager name, what is our product, how many product we produce, okay, who is our stakeholder. So all this knowledge is very important for the salesperson. Okay, if they don't know this one, of course, how come they can work very call it very honest to the company, since is if they don't know about the company and the management. Okay, and about the corporate histories, about the mission, about the goal, what the objective. Okay, and the salespeople need to understand this. Okay, so when they understand the policies and the goal of the company, the environment of industry, of course they will feel they have a same feeling like the manager. They have their sense more. They have create this sense of belonging to the company. If we know people, then we love people. It's very simple, basic in our relationship. We know company, we love our company. Okay. So what they have to know? Yes, they have to know about the which the stakeholder, where's our capital, working capital come from. Okay, who is our stakeholder? Who is the manager? Who own our company? So they have to know this. Okay, when they know this, they'll love our company, and they can be very honest in their sales activities. Okay, they understand the vision, the mission, the target, how many sales per year, how many sales per month, how many sales per for every 6 months, quarter of year. So when they know this one, very clear, they can focus and they can give very good service as a salesperson to a company. Okay. Next, they also have to understand about the customer. Who is our customer? Okay. The status of our customer. Okay. The group of our customer. The income level of our customer. Okay, and then the demographic factors of our customer, the financial strength of our customer, all this very important. Okay, and when they know this, they can make their own target. Okay, they can set up in their mind how to tackle the customer based on their demographical, based on their social demographical status, based on their income status, based on their age status, age factor, because of based on their location, based on the group of occupation of the customer. Very basic thing is about the customer name, about the address, demographic. Okay, type of organization, is it can be the customer can be B2B or B2C. You have to deal direct to the customer, or they have to deal direct to the businesses. Maybe the customer is a company or individual. Okay, so all this they must clearly understand. Next, they also must know about the competitors, about the competition, the competitors. If they know the competitors, then maybe they can make their own study. They can study about uh, the strength of the competitors and how to attack, how to win the customer heart by understanding the disadvantages of this competitors product. Of course they can share, you know and they can make a comparison when they explain about the product. Of course they can talk about the benefit of our product if we compare to the competitors. Okay, so they have to know about the competitors, about the stakeholder, about the capital, about the company, about the business, about the financial strength of the competitors, about the design of the competitors product, about the useful about the usage of the product, So when they know this, of course, they can make very good idea in order to win the customer. They have many story behind the competitors product. So of course they can make comparison basically, and then this will make the customer more confident. When they have a knowledge, when they have a study about the competitor's strength, about the competitor's product, they can manipulate the information, and they can win the customer. Okay, they can convince the customer. Okay, they have to know about the competition, about the competitors itself. Okay, and also important, I think also they have to learn from this transition is about the selling technique. Okay, basically, of course, when we meet our customer, we have to introduce ourselves. Okay, and we make the customer familiar with ourselves. You can make very good interesting, let make them feel interest to talk with us. Then only they will listen to what we are going to say. Okay, okay, there are many books telling about the selling technique and skill. Okay, from the basic of very basic, very old textbook, the fathers of marketing, like Philip Kotler. Okay, there's very old authors in this marketing. So we have many things. We have many strategies. We have 4 P's. Now we have 6 P's. Now we have 7 P's and 8 P's. Okay, so all this considered as a technique. But the most important nowadays is about the relationship. Okay, so we have to maintain the relationship, and many authors in marketing understand that there is a evolution, there is a revolution from marketing towards service marketing. Okay, whereby we focus on more on relationship as one of the tool for customer loyalty, for creating customer loyalty. Okay, the important technique to be used to be able to convert the prospect into customer, from the prospect customer become a actual customer. Okay, and how to prepare a salesperson presentation, the technique. Okay, sales presentation, customer objection, how to deal with this difficult customer, and how to close sale, and how to build relationship with customer. Okay, all this considered as a selling technique, so we can explain more. Okay, you can read and you can get many point about this selling technique. And also part of the content in training is about the industry orientation. Okay, we know about the future of industry, or is our material. Okay, is there any orientation, the growth, maybe that is there any how this industry rapidly grows or rapidly influenced by the technological development. Okay, all this must have, they must know about, if our product is more related to the technology, and we know that like handphone technology, like handphone, you have tab, all this. So the development of this technology is very fast. So when if so the salesperson have to catch up is the new thing. So they cannot left behind. So they have to catch up. They have to know. They have to make more reading to understand about the orientation of the industry. Okay. And then a basic principle management is about planning, organizing, leading, about controlling, how to control, how to cut the cost, um, forecasting, how to make a future forecasting for the sales. Okay, there is a data analysis. There is many tool in order to focus the marketing and the sales and demand in the marketing. Actually, the sales and demand. We try to fulfill all the quantity demand. We try to give a good supply to the demand. We have to understand about the theory of demand and the theory of supply, for example. Okay, and they have to know about the economic principle, about the time series, about the fundamental profitability ratio, sales turnover, ROI, ROE, ROA, everything. So that is a very basic thing that they have to know. Then they can walk and is very confident, and they know the target, they know their responsibilities. Okay. So with that, I end my first session of lecture today. So what I as a conclusion, training program is very important for the salesperson. Okay, and they have to know many things. They have to know about the product. They have to know about our company. They have to know about the vision, mission, the goal you want to achieve. They have to know about the customer. Okay, the targeted customer. They have to know about the company. They have to know about the basic principle of management. They have to know about the basic thing about the financial perspective, how to make the forecasting, okay, and how to close the sales. That is a very basic element for the first part of my lecture today. And I hope you can go through and you can repeat my video many times. Then at least you get something from my first slot for lectures today. Okay. Okay, I hope all the students in Velore Business School uh, will be safe from this corona virus. Okay, and very good practice SOP. Follow the SOP. Always wash your hand. Keep your clothes clean. You know, and try to avoid touching and shake hand with a friend as usual, and maybe enough for you to do like this, okay, as to show your respect to your friend. Okay, with that, thank you from me, Dr. Samsudin bin Wahab from UiTM Penang, Malaysia. Okay, have a good day, student. Bye.